quick review of the Paint2Fix. Now, I didn't do this job, Lewis did this job, but as you guys have known, Lewis had bought a Tesla. It is a pearl white Tesla over here, and unfortunately a pillar dropped in front of his car. It just jumped in front of his car while he was trying to park. So as a result of that, he bought this Paint2Fix automotive touch paint, and they do have like a 100% color match guarantee, safe to use, prevents rusting. Now, this is the instructions over here, see? So they say you paint it as written, which he did, and then after the touch-up area dries, you can apply the pearl layer using a micro brush. The pearl effect will be very visible when a large amount of pearl layer is applied. You can apply it according to the pearl density. After applying a thin layer of pearl, you can decide. So they say the color is going to match once you apply the pearl on, right? And they say this too. If you make a mistake at any time, you can remove the paint by applying a blending solution and start over. Make sure the touched up area is completely dry. To apply again, touch up the area cleaned with the blending solution. So this is not a straightforward thing. You're not going to get it at one time, right? Because you might add too much or too little. So Lewis was doing this and he was painting it, and because you need to have, in my opinion, you got to be able to color match and things like that. It wasn't a good thing for him. So he's not an artist. I'm not an artist either, right? So it got kind of messy because he was trying to do that kind of, so it leaked inside of the car, right? But they include the pearl layer, the wax, these two things, the blending solution, and a bunch of these little brushes. Now I'm going to show you how the touched up work looked like. So from far away, you might not be able to see it, but it actually, you know, that brush is like really small. You remember seeing that little brush? Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. See this little brush? See how tiny that is? I'll grab one for you guys. See that? So if you're doing a large area and you're trying to apply it, you're gonna end up with these little marks. So after he was done, he realized that this freaking thing looked like whiteout because he had, you know, a very small brush. And you got to be really, you know, you got to know exactly how much paint to apply, because if you don't, then it looks like whiteout. And that's what happens, see? And then if it dries and let's say some dust or something just like floats in the air, then it gets stuck over here. See that? So he tried painting it. You can see it was paint over here, but it literally looks like white paint to me. And then here's the thing he tried to do over here. Yeah, this does not look like a professional paint job at all. See?
Let's see you fix a MacBook, woman.
Huh?
Let's see you fix a MacBook, woman.
But not just that, it's like the color mix doesn't match. And yeah, you would have to apply the pearl layer over and over and over, and then if you don't got it perfect, redo it. And I think it would drive a lot of people crazy. This is just my opinion. So for this paint kit, in my opinion,
on me. Look at this.
No, in my opinion, I would not recommend this to you guys unless you have a lot of patience and you feel like
it's way cheaper.
It feels like you're comfortable.
You know, look, it actually came right off.
What?
No, check it out. See that? See this part?
Yeah.
It literally started coming off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. By the way, this is gonna get.
The best part is that one of these comes with 2 paint vials and one of them was empty. That was a fucking
One of them was
hysterical.
empty. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I can't paint. I failed art in high school too.
No, but not just that. Like even
Miss
if
Goldstein
you do
was
a
my
paint,
art teacher in Susan Wagner High School, and I failed so many times.
No, but what I'm saying that even if you do have just one mark, right? You can see clearly how, because of the brush, you have this residue. It's not going to be seamless. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I think if I was doing it, I would have actually ended up pretty freaking close to this, unless I managed to buff it out somehow. But this is it. And how much was this paint kit?
Too much.
Too much. I think it was like $50 or $70.
Whiteout is $5. That was $50.
You can see that?
If I got whiteout, I would have been better off.
So yeah, they do have a pearl layer. They say you can redo it, but for people who don't want to like make sure it's like the reflections are perfect, see it? This would kind of drive you crazy. This is just my opinion. So this is gonna get tossed.
All right, Erica, how do you feel about getting some
And
food?
I will talk to you guys later. It gets tossed in the trash can. Okay, you guys take care. And again, just our opinion. Would not recommend this. An automotive place is more expensive, but maybe you have to have like a special hand at doing this. But in my opinion, this cheap freaking brush, not good to apply for large areas, because if you do, again, each little mark, right, leaves an indentation.
It's not that. It's that it says each layer dries in 5 to 10 minutes. So I gave it 10 minutes, and then I went driving, so it had air for 30 minutes, and then when I got out of the car, it still wasn't dry. So the paint never dries.
The paint never dries.
That's
But
the
yeah,
other thing.
even
But
like
it's cheap
this
shit.
one, even this one, you can see how thin it is, right?
Anyway.
It's still not smooth. Okay, you guys. See ya.